Hello there, peoples. This is gonna be, well, I don't know if it'll be a short video or a long video, to be honest. It'll just be what it'll be, I guess. I'm just gonna basically give you a quick review of the PlayStation emulators, or game console emulators in general, to be honest, but mainly PlayStation. Uh, just to show you what the playing's like, what the playability's like nowadays. So, without further ado, I'll start now because I don't want the video to be too long and bore yous to death. So, we'll start with a PlayStation 1 emulator. I've got a lot more games in this. I've only put 2 games or a couple of games in each emulator just to show you the emulators actually working. I remember a few years back when they first started doing emulators, they were quite crap because I tried to install the emulators so many times a few years ago, but they were either they would glitch or they would freeze or crash, and they were just horrible, to be honest. And a lot of people as well, I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube and stuff where they show you how to install the emulators, the PCSX2, PlayStation 2 emulator and stuff. But what they don't tell you is they don't tell you that you need BIOS files to get the emulator working. Because yeah, you can install, they'll show you how to install the emulator, but they never ever show people how to install the BIOS files or how to install the games or where to get the games. So I actually put up a video probably about 3 years ago showing people how to install the PlayStation 2 emulator, but I actually showed them where to download the BIOS files. I showed them how to install the BIOS files and where to download the games and how to install the games as well. But unfortunately, YouTube took the video down and they said it was dangerous. It could be dangerous to individuals. How retarded does that sound? What is people going to do, like have too much fun and jump out the fucking window? You know what I mean? But that's what they did. But they'll leave up videos with people half naked, trannies and that in schools teaching kids and that, okay, half naked. They'll leave videos up like that, but they'll take doing a video of a fucking game console, okay, and showing people how to have fun, yeah. But anyway, I did actually, like I said, they took the video down. I had loads of videos up on YouTube, but unfortunately I deleted the wrong account about a year ago, which basically I lost all my videos, so I've had to start again pretty much. But anyway, long story short, let's get to it. We'll start with 10.2.1, and you can see the progression with the different graphics. Fresh boot, so you can see the boot up. If you double click it, you can make it full screen. I like how it boots up like a normal console. I think this is PCX or something, 1, something like that. The good thing about the emulators is you can actually save the state. Like wherever you save the emulator before you close it, you can actually have it boot like straight into your game instead of having all this stuff. I'm only basically letting it boot up normal just to show you it. But normally when I'm playing on my own, I normally just skip past all the intro of the PlayStation boot up. I wouldn't say I'm a gamer though. I mean, I go through phases. I might play games for a couple of months and then I might not play games for a couple of months. This game used to be my favourite game back in the days. Quite crazy with the graphics. We'll skip past it. Get into the game. If I remember correctly, with this one, the analog sticks doesn't work on this game. It's just the D-pad. That's how old the game is. Rikimaru. But as you can see, it's reasonably smooth. I mean, at least it actually starts. Because, like I said, a couple of years back when I tried to install the PlayStation 1 and stuff, I mean, you were lucky to actually get it working. I mean, if you were lucky to actually get a game working on it, it was really sluggish.
Is another.
So they've came a long
Many
way.
in the merchant class have become rich, but the
Just got to grab anything. Because I'm not actually playing the games, I'm just going to give you a quick couple of minutes just to show you the emulator, how the playability. As well as the progression and the graphics with the different emulators. I mean, you can't use the analog sticks on this one, it's just the D-pad. In fact, if I remember correctly, I used to be able to do a funny jump. No, that's it. It's quite a hard jump, that. It's like you jump and do a kind of backflip. Can't do it now. I'm sure it's like do not something. That's it. I keep putting my fingers on the analog sticks, force of habit, but this game is just the D-pad and your back buttons for the weapons and the view, basically. There you go, that's the PlayStation 1 emulator. How do you access it? No, that's pause. Escape bank. But that was a Tenchu 1 Stealth Assassin. I'll show you a quick preview of the second one, Tenchu 2, Birth of the Stealth Assassins. See how I just skipped that right into the actual game there. That's the load state. Saves all the time with booting up, showing you the PlayStation logo and stuff. Double click the screen, it makes it full size. Skip past that. You can use analog sticks on this one.
The warring states. The old shogun has fallen, and samurai warlords.
Aye, there's quite a lot of games. That's the beauty of the emulators, the kind of PlayStation 2 and stuff. There's millions of games online that you can download. Well, they call them ROMs. But like I said, most videos that are on YouTube, they didn't show you where to get the games. They always come out with some crap like, oh, I'm sorry, but I can't show you where to get the games. You'll just have to Google it. That's usually what they say. Same with the BIOS files and that as well. They'll not show you how to install them or even where to get them. They're just like, oh, I'm sorry, but you'll have to look it up yourself. I mean, what's the fucking point of making a video showing somebody how to install an emulator if you're only going to show them how to half install it? You know what I mean? You install the emulator, all excited thinking you're going to play a game, to find once you install it, you open up the emulator but won't play the games because you've no installed the BIOS files. It's just stupid. But like I said, I made a video showing people how to do it, but they took the video down. So, aye. But this is Tenchu 2, as you can see. Similar to the first one, but the graphics are slightly better, and like I said, you can use analog sticks on this one. It's a bit annoying with the turning shit though, because you can't like, it's your left analog stick which basically moves you left and right. You can't like look around unless you look around like that. But it's a bit of a pain in the ass to actually turn. Like I'm trying to turn to the right now, I've got to like use your left analog stick but move it slowly, or it'll just sort of no turn, it'll just move sideways like that. But you get the hang of it eventually. It's like anything else, the more you play it, the obviously better you get. What does annoy me with a lot of older games is I hate the inverted controls, because it agitates me. Like when you move, when up is down and down is up and right's left and left's right, and you know, when you're moving about, Ken, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I just didn't see the point of it, to be honest. I mean, I could understand the inversion if you're like maybe playing a game that involves flying a plane or something, or a helicopter, whereas down is up and up is down. But when you're actually like a character and running about and that, I just think it's stupid. Okay, and I think you should just, if you move right, you should move right instead of back to front. It's just retarded. But aye, so as you can see, it's actually quite smooth. So that's the PlayStation 1 emulator. So I'll exit with that. And it looks not too bad, I suppose. They could have done a bit more, I don't know, make it a bit more fancier, I guess. But it's alright, I suppose. But aye. So let's go to the PlayStation 2 now. I've also installed this, which is the DS4 Windows, which is basically so you can hook up your PlayStation 3 controller, because that's pretty much what I'm using at the moment, is a PlayStation 3 controller. As you can see, that's the PlayStation software which picks up your controller, so you can use the PlayStation controller and play games on your PC. Minus that. So basically what you do is you just open this up before you open up your emulators and stuff, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But let's go to the PlayStation 2 now, which is a PCSX2. And it's kind of similar setup to the PlayStation 1. As you can see, I've got all the Tenchus, because they used to be my favourites. They're different for the ones that's on the PlayStation 1 though, because I think 1 and 2's on the PlayStation 1, and then there's 3 and 4. That one, it's no Tenchu, but it kind of looks like Tenchu. It's a similar sort of game, which I'll show you now. But this is PlayStation 2. I like how it boots up with the logos and that, kind of like a real console. It's quite cool with the memory card thing. I remember the memory cards as well. They were quite crap, if you remember correctly, for the PlayStation 1. They were like 2 megabyte or 4 megabyte or something, But this is Shinobi, this one. It's similar to Tenchu. I used to love the ninja games when I was younger. Because I was always into martial arts when I was growing up and stuff, so that's kind of why I was into the sort of ninja games and stuff. So I used to do ninjutsu and that when I was in my early teens. A bit of Aikido and whatever. Too old for it now though. Skip past all this, just get straight to the point. Game data, because I'm sure I've saved a slot on this. But like I said, they're quite good with the emulators now. They seem to run quite smooth. I don't really have any crap with them. I get the odd sort of glitch now and again, but again, very few and far between. Let's see, mission. Did I push that there? What's going on? Oh, right, I've got to do this. See what I mean? It's kind of like Tenchu. But the graphics are a lot better, As you can see, the progression between the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1. I mean, look, it's quite responsive.
Are you here to get killed? Why are you here?
Bit pernickety with the controls up. Right. Can use 2. And you can throw them, I think. You can pick people up in that and dump them on this one, whereas the Tenchus you can't actually pick people up and hide them, whereas this one's good, you can actually pick the bodies up and plank them.
What?
But there, that's the PlayStation 2. I'll show you a wee bit of Lara Croft. I remember Lara Croft when I had the PlayStation 1 when it first came out. And I remember, like, I didn't have a memory card at the time. And if you remember correctly, if you didn't have a memory card, you couldn't save the game at the save points. So, in order to not lose your progression in the game, I had to actually leave the PlayStation on all night sometimes. Kind of like, whilst I was in my bed, I just leave it switched on. Because if I switched it off, then I would lose all my stuff. Because I never I never had a memory card at the time. As you can see, the graphics on this is so much smoother with Lara. A lot more rounder. Don't know if you remember back in the days, there used to be a myth that there was a hidden level or a hidden Easter egg in Tomb Raider where Lara Croft was in the nude or something, which was a lot of shit because it wasn't true. But it was quite funny how people would try and search the game and that, try to see if there was a Easter egg when she was in the nude. But it boots up quite smooth. Past that, should be able to. Aye.
I've been looking for certain artifacts. Well,
she
for
is
some
quite
time.
responsive.
And an old friend working in the powers has tipped me off about a rather promising unit.
What sort of artifacts?
An ornate stone dais, among other things.
A big rock, and she won't say why.
Oh well. Where would the suspense be otherwise?
I remember the handstand on this as well, which was your X button. You hold in your X button and then push up. Still remember that. Oops. I've played this for years. I actually have the new Tomb Raider. I've just for the PC though. I've just never really played it. Because like I said earlier, I'm not really a gamer as such. I'll go through phases where I'll play for a couple of months and then I'll no play for months. When I was growing up, I wasn't really into computers and gaming. I was more into DJing and making music and stuff. It was only at the latter end when I started like playing games and having a wee shot at modding. Because I've got a few vids up on YouTube in that way, a few mods and whatever. I just have different stuff. I don't have a specific thing on my YouTube channel. I just sometimes I'll put up like maybe a wee tech video, or sometimes I might put up like a couple of mods that I've put into GTA or whatever. Just depends what mood I'm in really. But as you can see, this game's quite this emulator's quite smooth. The PCSX2.
Sometimes she absolutely terrifies me.
Lara. That's the PlayStation 2, so we'll X out of that now. Exit. Close. And now we'll go for the PlayStation 3, which is the RPSC3 emulator, in case you're interested and want to download it online. I've actually got more games than this, I've only put a couple of games in each emulator because, well, I didn't really, like I said, I didn't play a lot of games as such. So I've just put a couple of games in each emulator just to show you how the emulators basically work, and how they play, the playability basically. But this is the PlayStation 3 emulator. I like how you can adjust the size of the icons and stuff, or you can have list view. I prefer grid view though, to be honest with you. I think it just looks cooler. You can either press this and then press play, or you can just double click it. I tend to just double click it. Normally with the emulators, usually if it's your very first time setting it up and the first time you've played a specific game on it, it can maybe take a wee bit of time to load up. But it always remembers, so it's usually quicker the second, third time and stuff. Just get past that. Ninja Gaiden. But you'll see the difference again with the graphics comparison to the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1. So you can see the progression as time goes on with the graphics. Plus the fact as well, most PCs have got better graphics anyway than the old PlayStation, so you do get a better sort of quality. I like this game. I've not really played much yet though. I think I've got 3 of them. 3 Ninja Gaiden. Whoa. Oh. But as you can see, look, he looks a lot smoother. Looks a lot more rounder.
A nin.
I mean, it's actually quite a good game, this. I think there's 3 of them. This is the first one. I like this one because you can like run up the walls and stuff. No, leave that. Right. Destroyed.
Do not.
Do that. Watch, you can run up the walls. Oh, shit. Aye, this is the PlayStation 3. We'll give a wee blast. I'll show you the Mortal Kombat while we're here. Used to play this for hours when I was younger. You know, the earlier Mortal Kombats on the Nintendo 64 and that. there'd be about 5, 6 of us at the weekend just getting drunk and basically winner stayed on. So if you won, you would just basically stay on till you got beat. Used to get some laughs. A lot of arguments as well though. They kind of spoiled it a wee bit though, especially my favourite character used to be Raiden. But back in the earlier days, Raiden used to have a long staff, a big stick in that he used to use, which was brilliant. But then after about Mortal Kombat 2 or 3, they just took the staff off him, and now you didn't get him with a staff, which is a shame. This is Mortal Kombat with the DCs in it. I've not played the new one yet. Mortal Kombat 11, I think it is.
Raiden.
Can't remember the buttons though, because I've not played this for years. I'm sure it's like up, down, quick, or down, up, quick for the teleport. Down, up, and something else, can't remember now. Is that Sonya? Sonya!
Round 1. Fight.
Can't remember the keys. Oh. Remember that one, that was pretty cool. He's actually running quite smooth, not really many glitches in it.
Raiden wins.
Raiden.
Round 2. Fight.
I can't remember how to teleport. It was not quick. Ah, right. Down and back. Just getting used to the buttons again.
Finish him. Raiden wins.
Raiden. Anyway, enough of that one. So, as you can see, that's a PlayStation 3. I've got a lot of games on my backup drive, because normally when I download the games I'll stick them on my backup drive, so that way if I ever redo my computer and reinstall everything again, like Windows and the emulators, I don't have to re-download the games again. Because you know what it's like, sometimes you might go to a certain website to download something and the website's no longer there or whatever, so normally with either games or mods, I normally put them on a backup drive. I've got, God knows how many hard drives I've got, quite a few anyway. I mean, I've got one that's like 4 terabyte just with games on it and stuff, but I've got about, I don't know, 10 terabyte, 12 terabyte worth of games and mods and shit like that. But anyway, that's a PlayStation 3. So now we shall move up to Xena Canary, it's called, which is the Xbox 360, which is here. Did I just... Ah, clicked it too quick there. As you can see, it doesn't look very exciting. It looks kind of boring actually. It's just a black screen and a wee bit up there. You'd think they would have, I don't know, made it more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. But to be honest with you, I've not really explored it. You could probably jazz it up yourself, I guess. I've not really explored it though. Normally when I install an emulator, my biggest mission is try to get the damn thing working, because usually they can be a bit pernickety to set up at the beginning. So that's usually my main objective when I install emulators, rather than the cosmetics, the way it looks and stuff. But it's quite simple, this one. Xena Canary, or the Xbox 360, whatever you want to call it. You just go up, press File, and then go to Open, and open up your game folder. So we'll try this one. This is just the same as Mortal Kombat, pretty much. I tried to download, what do you call it, 10-2Z it was called, for the Xbox 360. It looked quite good as well, but every time I download it, the graphics are all dodgy and, like, I don't know, it just see-through, and buildings are see-through and stuff, and it just kept crashing, so I gave up on it. But this is a no bad emulator. It seems quite smooth, as you can see. Not really played this game. What should we do? I'll just click anything, to be honest. Nah, she's... I don't know. Nah, she's shit. We'll go for Superman.
Superman.
Unfortunately, this one, you double click screen, it doesn't go full size. Probably have to go into the settings and set it to full screen, and then that'll take away this grey bar at the top. But it's not a big deal, really. At least it runs quite smooth, that's the main point.
Begin.
I'll get down here. Don't know the buttons. Right. Whoa, you did, bitch. Take that, ho! You cannot beat me. Superman.
This ends now.
Yeah. Ends now, bitch. Come here. Got some more bad moves, him. That's pretty cool, huh? Get up! Yeah! Put her to space.
Superman wins.
But there you go. That's the Xena Canary, the Xbox 360 emulator. Unfortunately, to shut this down, you've just got to hit X, because I don't know, I've tried all the buttons, but there isn't a menu that you can exit the game with. You've got to just hit it for here and close it, but it's not a big deal. Doesn't damage nothing, so. But aye, that's Xena. What other ones did I have? Yeah, Alone in the Dark. Yeah. But aye, so that's Xbox 361. Let's see what we've got now. We've got Dolphin, which is like it's kind of like a double emulator. It's like for the GameCube games and the Wii, the Nintendo Wii, which is this Dolphin. So this basically plays your GameCube games and your Wii games. I don't really have any Wii games, to be honest. But the good thing about it, if you want to play your Wii games, you could actually connect your Wii controllers if you've got them and play it on this. But I suppose that's like the PlayStation emulators as well. If you actually have a disc drive and PlayStation games, you can actually play your PlayStation games through your disc, through your emulators on your PC using the disc, if you want. I didn't bother, to be honest. I'd just rather download the games and do it that way. But if you did have PlayStation games on disc, you could actually do that. But aye, this is GameCube and Wii games. These are GameCube ones, so I didn't have any Wii ones. I didn't bother. So I just downloaded the GameCube ones. Dolphin, this is called. But try Pitfall. Bum, ba, bum. It's not letting me skip through the beginning though. I'll skip through that though. And the graphics are no bad on the Dolphin. This has actually been out a few years as well, the Dolphin emulator. It was always actually no too bad. I never ever had any problems with this emulator. It was always run quite smooth. It was just the PlayStation ones that were always kind of sketchy a few years back. But this one's always been quite a good emulator. I used to love this game as well, Pitfall. I remember there was another version of it as well for the PlayStation 1. I think I need to reassign the buttons on my controller for this one though. Get on with it. Try if I get the buttons. You're not killing me, bitch. Oh. But it works quite good. When you're not getting your ass kicked by a tiger. hit her. Oh, and under you there. Oh, I thought the game crashed there because the screen went black for a second. But it wasn't, it was just the cougar or whatever you call it, jaguar or whatever dying. Well, it never died actually, just chilling out. But the graphics aren't too bad on the GameCube. Keeping that. Whoa. Whee. Anyway, that's the Dolphin GameCube and Wii emulator. Most of the emulators, as you can see, they kind of look similar sort of design. And that's basically it with the emulators. They're kind of the better ones that I've used. I mean, I've tried other emulators because there's a load of emulators out there. A lot of them are quite crap though, to be honest. I've got the PlayStation 4 emulator, however, I've no, because I've not had it that long, so I'm still like trying to figure out how to get it working. I downloaded 3 games so far, and every game like doesn't work. I mean, the closest I got was one game I managed to get playing. Well, I never actually played actually, but it came up on the screen. But it was so slow, stuttery, that it was just about stopped, if you came what I mean. That's how slow it was. I mean, talk about slow motion. This was like slow. Like, dig, dig, like that. So I never actually got the PlayStation 4 working, but maybe they'll get it working eventually, maybe, because obviously it's still a work in progress, so they've still no like figured it out. I mean, I've seen a couple of YouTube vids where people have actually they're playing Bloodborne on the PlayStation 4, Shad PS4 it's called. I've seen a couple of people playing Bloodborne or Bloodborne on the PlayStation 4, but there's no really many. I don't know. I just can't seem to get any games working on it. But I was going to uninstall it, but I figured I would just keep it in because I'm one of them people. I'm quite pernickety. I hate like getting beat with something. So I've just kept it installed, and I'll just mess about with it now and again till I kind of figure it out. It's a shame too, because there's quite a lot of PlayStation. This is what I didn't understand though, because there's loads of PlayStation games that you can download online, ROMs, because that's pretty much what they call the games, ROMs. There's quite a few PlayStation ROMs out there, but they just didn't work though for some reason. But like the previous versions of the emulators, like the PCSX2 and PlayStation 1 and stuff, and PlayStation 3, I mean, they weren't perfect either at the beginning, but you can they're quite smooth now, and it'll probably be the same with the PlayStation 4. They'll obviously get it better eventually, but I'll show you the PlayStation 4. I can't show you a game on it because, like I said, I can't seem to get a game working on it, but that's it here. What's it saying here? network error. That's because my internet switched off. Wouldn't matter anyway, even if I had to. It's probably what to update itself. But I've already updated it, and it didn't play. So I just can't seem to get it working. And like I said, 3 games I've installed, downloaded already. Spider-Man, Deadpool, and Street Fighter or something, and none of them worked. So, aye, but I'll still keep it installed just to mess about with it now and again when I'm bored. And hopefully one day I'll get it working. But aye, so I don't know. I hope the video was interesting for you. Give me a like if you feel generous. If you didn't feel generous, all good. It's not like I didn't make money out of the videos or nothing. I basically do them just to pass time for free. So again, a like doesn't cost really. But anyway, like I said, hope you enjoyed the video on that and have fun. So peace out.